Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolma. What did I hear? Oh, I know. I heard Barack Hussein Obama. He was answering some questions that were presented to him by reporters in Belgium. And he made a rather interesting comment, and actually a somewhat frightening comment. He was asked as to what he fears the most that could happen in the world. And he said, something to the effect of a nuclear bomb being dropped in New York. Where's Fox News headquarters? Oh yeah, it's in New York. Coincidental or what? Now, why would he say something like that? Would he say something like that because that might be in the plan? Might New York be the ground zero where he can kick off martial law? I would be surprised if he would do it in New York, and the reason that is New York's full of whacked out Democrats. You'd think he'd pick a red state, but New York has a certain symbolism associated with it, like with 9/11. How many nuclear bombs are missing? Well, I've asked that in a number of videos, and no one's ever come up with the answers. I think there was 3. That were mysteriously whisked away at night from an airbase in Texas. And they think one was set off in the Atlantic Ocean to let the military know that he's well prepared and well armed. I don't know. I just think it's rather odd that he would say what he said, which is that he'd be concerned about a nuclear bomb being dropped on New York. Well, let's go back to Malaysia Flight 370, the 777 Boeing aircraft. Do you really think that it's in the Indian Ocean? I don't. Those pilots, especially the captain, I don't see him as being suicidal. I see him as being possibly a radical, extremist, whacked up Muslim, but I don't think that he's suicidal. I think that airplanes in Pakistan, I think it's going to be used as a delivery platform, and I think we're all going to be really surprised when we see and hear that that in fact is the case. They say that there was wreckage found on the coast of Australia, but have you heard any more about the wreckage? I haven't. Have they definitely determined that it came from that aircraft? No, they haven't. The only thing they said is that some of the components that were adrift were round in nature. So what? There's a lot of things that are round in nature. I don't see those people that were on that flight deck wanting to commit suicide. I don't see them flying it for 2,200 miles and not landing it somewhere. We'll see. But it was interesting what Obama said, that he fears a nuclear bomb possibly being dropped in New York. I don't know. This is getting really, well, I was going to say this is getting really crazy, but how much crazier can it get? It really can't. Obama's heading off to visit King Abdullah with his 900 Muslim friends. Want to bet they're going to pray at the mosque? Yeah, I bet you Obama's got his own prayer rug too that he brings with him on Air Force One. You know, the Secret Service has to know all this. But they're sworn to secrecy. Boy, tell you what, that job's got to have people having a lot of mental issues. If you sort of know what I mean. You know, I thought that Obama was going there to pray because of Mecca. Because Mecca is in Saudi Arabia. But it's the wrong time of the year. I did a little bit of Googling. I think it's in October. And this isn't October. Want to bet Obama's already been to Mecca? Probably more than once. Yeah. The truth will come out. I will be vindicated. And the world will know that he is a radical, extremist, Arab Muslim, hell-bent on destroying the American way of life. He's done a pretty good job so far, hasn't he? There ain't a whole lot left, folks. You'll see.